Hey guys, what's going on? It's Karl here, back with another episode. Today we are wrapping up all of the final rumors of the up-and-coming iPhone 7, which should be coming sometime in September. Naturally, this is the 6S, and the 7 will naturally be its successor. So the very first one is all about the design and the very fact that the iPhone 7 technically won't be changing too much from the 6S. I'm sure a lot of you were hoping for that big redesign when you switch from the non-S models, so from the 4 to the 5 to the 6 and to the 7 theoretically. We usually get pretty big design changes, but from the renderings from what we've seen, the 7 looks very similar to the 6S. It has that same rounded design around the entire device, and maybe the only thing that might be different is the actual antenna bands on the 7. They won't be as apparent, and you won't see these lines that run across the phone. We'll be getting two models once again, both the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, respectively, the 4.7 and 5.5 inch screens. I've also seen a few rumors surrounding the iPhone 7 Pro. Not too sure about that one though. And lastly, the standard four colors, we've got space gray, silver, gold, rose gold, and maybe one extra. I still don't believe this one though. It's a dark blue that will replace the space gray. I can't see Apple doing that. Next up on the list is probably the one that you've heard about the most, and that's the fact that the new iPhone won't be supporting a headphone jack. So where we see the 3.5mm headphone jack now, that will actually have an extra speaker, and I'm kind of hoping, if that works out, that that speaker grill will have a microphone also. How many of you guys Snapchat and are going like this, and you actually block this speaker with your pinky finger, only to realize later that all of your snaps have no sound? Super annoying. If you don't have a headphone jack, that might mean a couple of things. Apple might include a pair of headphones that connect to the Lightning port connector, or what I've seen more recently, just yesterday actually, they'll have a little Lightning to headphone jack adapter, and you can plug in your standard 3.5mm headphone right into that adapter, and you can essentially use any pair of headphones that you've used with your traditional iPhone. Don't see them going that way either. And the last thing that they might do is include a pair of headphones that might be Bluetooth, so no cord, no cable. I still don't see them going that route, but let me know what you guys think about the no headphone jack on the upcoming iPhone. Mixed feelings about that one. The second biggest leak that we've seen online is the fact of a new camera. The iPhone 7 will support a traditional camera just like the one that we see, say, on the 6S. It will still have a small hump, but the 7 Plus will actually have a dual lens. Apple actually acquired a company that specializes in that dual lens technology, and some of the benefits include 3D mapping, better color accuracy, uniformity, ultra HDR, low noise levels, high resolution, low costs, zero shutter lag, and a compact design, to name a few of the benefits. Another rumor surrounds the storage options around the iPhone 7. We might have different storage sizes, the largest being a 256 variant, so we currently have 16, 64, and 128. We might scratch, from what I've seen, the 64 and somehow still only go with 16 gigs, 128, and then 256, which I'm so perplexed about that 16 gig variant. Apple needs to scratch that, maybe even make it 64, 128, then 256. Next rumor is an interesting one, and it revolves around Apple getting rid of the actual home button, which we've seen for essentially forever. Leaks online have shown either it being a capacitive button or an on-screen button, and that will hopefully help out with waterproofing the future iPhone 7, or reducing the physical wear and tear of this home button, and for that having to be replaced all the time, as that's usually a point of failure for most phones, especially those of you with sticky fingers. The last leak / rumor is probably the truest, since we'll see it for sure, is the actual spec bump up. We'll get introduced to the new A10 chip, the new M10 Motion coprocessor, hopefully a bump up in RAM, maybe for the 7 Plus model, or even that mythical 7 Pro model that I was mentioning. Alright, that will pretty much wrap up this entire final rumor roundup for the up-and-coming iPhone 7. Let me know if you guys will be lining up to grab one, or if you own an iPhone 6, will you make that jump to the 7? Regardless, I will be grabbing it on launch day to keep you guys filled in with all of the iPhone goodness, so make sure you smash that video's like button, this video's like button, and I will catch the rest of you in either my next episode or vlog. Peace.